Look at that. Oh, you turd bird. Get your leg out of there. Pull, 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 pull. You've got to be freaking kidding me. You need to go away. How'd you get in here? Get out. Hi guys, good morning and welcome back to the ranch. It's May, and May is a weird month on the ranch just because we have a lot going on, but it really seems like we don't. Move over, Bean. So we're still calving. That's still going on. The weather's getting nicer, obviously. Today we're looking for temperatures up in the 50s. Mid 50s, something like that. We do have maybe a few storms on the way. Let's take a look at those clouds. Slight chance of some rain, and we have a whole lot that needs to get done because this is the time of the year on the ranch that we really start gearing up for summer, the nice weather. We've got fences to fix, we've got fences to paint, we've got fences to build, we've got a lot to do with fences. We also, like I said, we have to finish calving. We just have the normal maintenance stuff that you can't get done in the wintertime. We really start picking it up and doing it this month. So I'm glad that you're able to join us. Subscribe, follow along as we continue to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. All right, so fence lines and fences really aren't on our agenda for today. We have a whole lot of fencing coming up here over the next week that we'll be able to bring you along for. In fact, our friends from Beckart Fencing will be here helping us out on the ranch as we build some deer-proof fencing for the gardens. That was my book that I thought I could shove up there and might stay. It didn't. All right, got brain damage now. All right. So, where was I? Oh yeah, the folks from Beckart are going to be here helping us do some fencing over the next couple weeks. So we're going to have a lot of fencing coming up, but just got a call that from Erin actually, that there's a cow in the hay yard, or in the hay yard. So we're going to go down and get her moved out really quick. So yeah, this kind of has to do with fencing, or the fact that we need to do some fencing. This single cow, and I think it's number 174, over the last couple days has figured out that she can get into the hay storage yard where there isn't much hay, but there's a little bit of grass growing. So she's figured out how to get in, and now it's a matter of just pushing her out almost every day, and hopefully she doesn't teach her friends. So let's go over here. She's right there. Bean is keeping an eye on her. Good job, Bean. We're gonna get her moved out, put back where she's supposed to be. And she knows she's in trouble. There she goes. Come on, Mama. That is embarrassing. This is a high pressure area. Obviously, having all the hay in here makes the cows want to come in here. So this is one of the projects that we have coming up, hopefully while Beckard is here. And we're going to be doing some more fencing, or actually some securing of some posts, because there's a lot of T-posts in this area where there shouldn't be T-posts. There should actually be some supports and some H's and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to beg and plead with Beckard while they're here working on another project to actually come over and take a look at the hay yard and see what's our best bet there. But we are going to have to do a little bit of Band-Aid work to keep her out of here every single day. So that's coming up as well. We are also going to be moving some creep over to the steers. We're going to be moving their creep feeder and getting them moved into a new corral. As you saw, Jeff actually loaded up 3 steers to take over to Sturgis this morning. Those steers heading off to butcher and eventually coming back into the farm store here within a couple weeks to restock our freezers for sale to our local customers and all that kind of good stuff. So here's the cows out here. They're hanging out, doing cow stuff. Lots of babies being born still. Hopefully we have a chance to see a couple of those today. There's a replacement heifer right there. We actually got them re-tagged and moved out here with the cows temporarily until the bulls go in. They'll get their own special bull because they're a little bit smaller than a full-size cow, obviously. And we don't need a giant bull breaking their backs. So we will bring in what's called a heifer bull to take care of them. We're just now finishing breakfast. Calves are settling down for a little bit of a rest time, which we're disturbing just by driving through them up here. So we're through our first cycle of calving. So that puts us over about 60 some percent of our calves were born in that first cycle. Currently we are waiting for calf number 74 to be born today, and we are just hanging out waiting for things to happen, and hopefully they start happening before too long. We have a couple calves today, and we're able to keep on rolling along with this whole calving thing. But like I said, lots to still be done on the ranch, and it never slows down, that's for sure. All right, so I got Bean dropped off at home. We lost our son, so it's getting just a little bit chilly out here, so I'm throwing a coat. And I look over there, and our wonderful cow friend is back in the hay yard. So we're gonna head over there and start looking at how we're gonna repair that bit of fence where she's getting through the quickest and easiest way possible until we can get to doing some major work on that fence. So let's go get to that. What a turn. Come on. Come on, Mom. Get out. Yeah. Oh, you turn her. Get your leg out of there. Pull. She's gonna destroy the fence. Get your leg out. There you go. What a pain. So this is my really simple down and dirty fencing kit. In here I've got a fencing hammer. This is a really cool hammer that was given to us by Boss Hammers. I'm gonna put a link down in the description. You can check this out because I'm not gonna be using it too much today. We're gonna use a little bit, but this is kind of a cool hammer because if you notice, first of all, it's got the Our Wyoming Life logo on it, which is kind of cool. That's actually burned into the wood. Take a look at that there. But you can actually put a staple in it and it holds it magnetically to the head of the hammer, so you can get that staple started without chewing up your fingers too badly. So that's kind of the cool thing about this hammer. You can also put a nail through there to hold it as well. So kind of a cool deal. These are from Boss Hammers. They're fully customizable, very cool. Check them out online. Take a look for yourself. I carry that with me. I also make sure that I've got plenty of smooth wire. This is not barbed wire, it's just regular smooth wire. It's great for doing any repairs. I've got a bunch of T-clips with me. Those are really easy to snap on if we need to. Obviously staples, a regular fencing hammer, and a couple pairs of pliers, along with some cutters as well. So that's the basic, very simple, take it with you kind of fencing kit that you can use to make not a majority of repairs, but most repairs you're going to be able to do. Maybe not every single one of them, but you're going to be able to get some stuff together, and until you can get back out and fix stuff correctly and the right way. So down and dirty, this is the way to go. All right, so what I'm going to do here basically is, because we're just kind of down and dirty in this, just trying to get this done for today, trying to keep that single cow from going through this single part where she's figured out that she can get through. We're going to put this panel up, and I'm really just going to wire it in place. So we're going to get our length here before we cut. Always a good idea. Grab a hold at the end, and then just give it a little twist. And because I don't want this wire to slide up and down, I want it to stay on here. We're going to go ahead and put it on. Staples in. And on. I doubt she'll come over and push on it too hard. Once she realizes her hole is gone and she can't get through the fence any longer, she'll probably give up and move on. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it'll work for now. Well, I've got some bigger fish to fry. So this morning, if you remember, way back when I told you about this, Jeff, our friend who's here visiting and helping us out on the ranch over this summer now, I've convinced Jeff to stay for the entire summer. So Jeff is going to be here. He actually took our steers, 3 steers, over to Sturgis today for processing. So he's messing with that. We have about 20 more steers that we're going to be finishing this year. So we're going to move them all into a different corral. We're going to get them some creep feed, and yeah, That's next on the list. So we've got this kind of patched up. Not the best. It's a Band-Aid at the very best. But we are going to now get started on our next project to find the skid steer and get that that feeder moved for the steers across the road and get them some creep. But you've got to be freaking kidding me. Yeah, I hear you. So this part, obviously, still up. This cow has definitely figured out where the good stuff is. The bad part is, and I'll show you here, is honestly, I wouldn't give a rat's ass if she was in here if it wasn't for this. So there's where she's at right down there. And there's the highway. Not a good combination. The hay yard actually accessible without opening any gates, which means that she can just walk around wherever she wants. So let's see if we can get her out of here once again. Hey, no, where are you going now? I closed off that area. No. You need to go away. How'd you get in here? Like where you went through. That looks like it. Yep, there it is. Come on, Stinky. Come on. Get out. These cows are going to be the death of me. All right, so we've got another little section here that we need to fix, apparently. All right, so I think we're somewhat okay. I don't know. We'll, you know what? Let's go check the calves and the cows. We'll circle back around, see if she snuck her butt back in here somehow. If she did, we'll deal with that. And yeah. So this is definitely one of those days where what I wanted to do and what I wanted to film and what I wanted to bring you guys along for turned out to be something completely different. All because of one cow and pure naughtiness. We'll keep an eye out for her when we come back. She does have a calf out here, by the way. I don't know what she's doing with her calf when she's off being naughty, but not surprising that it's probably in somebody else's hand. I think her calf is number 54, but obviously lots of cows still out here. We're up to number 74 calf-wise, and we are looking for our next one to tag and make a part of the herd. A few cows kind of spread out, but most of them right here, fairly close to home. And close to our hay yard. Got a couple scattered back here we're going to swing down and take a look at before we cut you loose for the day, and hopefully we can keep Miss 174 out of the hay yard for just a few more days. And one of the big reasons that I'm waiting to do this is the fact that we're going to use a bunch of oil field pipe, and Beckard is bringing a great big old pipe pounder, so I'm hoping they are, so that we could use that to replace a bunch of those posts with new pipe, and that'll be a lot more secure than those T-posts, and hopefully we can even build some H's and that kind of stuff out of it and make the whole thing work a whole lot better. Of course, won't be too much longer, and the cows will be moving towards summer pasture, but we've got a few more weeks to wait for that. We've got branding on the way and all kinds of good stuff, so they're going to be stuck here at home with us for just a little while longer. Might as well make it as safe as possible, because that's really what it's about. It's not about a single cow getting in there and eating grass. It's about a cow that has access to someplace she should really not be, and we want to make sure that she can't get in there and cause herself problems, and can't teach her friends how to cause problems also. There she is. There's the hay yard right over there. She's here hanging out with her calf, which should be what you're doing anyway, instead of off making trouble. And then there's blonde cow, whose face is all dirty. How does her face get so dirty? Well, it's from those danged old FBN lick barrels. She likes those a lot. She gets the molasses all over her face. It's good for her. Well, there it is, the hay yard. Managed to stay intact for a few minutes anyway. We got a whole lot of pipe over here we can make into a whole lot of posts once that pounder shows up, and I can steal it from Keith for an afternoon. Alrighty guys, I got lots of crap to do, and I hate to cut you loose, but I got to get it done before the end of the day, and I kind of blew half my day screwing around with a cow that wouldn't stay where she's supposed to be. But that's how days go out here. You never know. You never know what day's going to bring, and you compensate and move on and make things happen and get as much done as you can. And hopefully Jeff will be back here before too long from Sturgis, dropping off those steers. He'll be back here to give us a hand. We're going to get to know Jeff a little bit more over the summer, hopefully, as we continue along, and he becomes our. We got to come up with a name for him. We can call him the San Francisco Ranch Hand, maybe, something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Alrighty guys, be sure to subscribe, follow along as we continue to explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. Come hang out with us and hang out with all these guys too. Thanks guys. Have a great night. We'll see you next time right here on Our Wyoming Life.